What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take, brought to you by our great friends at Stumbling Monkey Brewing Company, the Vince Segura Consulting Group, and Welch & Company Jewelers. Shop the showcase today at welchjewelers.com. Wedding rings, engagement rings, bracelets, necklaces, you name it, they've got it at Welch & Company Jewelers. Well, as you can see, I'm inside the Carrier Dome again this morning on a Sunday, coming off of last night's Duke blowout of Syracuse by 25 points. And really what you think about from last night is those two areas I was talking about in the pregame that were just crucial for Syracuse to neutralize Duke, and they just couldn't do it. You look at the rebounding, 32-25 advantage, but it was 17-10 when Duke was on offense, which seemed crazy considering the three-pointers, and we'll get to that in a second. But, how many second chance, third chance opportunities really were there? Well, there were enough, and Duke was dominant on the offensive glass, an area Syracuse had to neutralize. Obviously very, very difficult without Jesse Edwards in that game up against those big bodies, Williams and Banchero and company. And then the three-point shot. I mean, my God, Duke shot and made 15 three-pointers. Shot, I think they were 15 of 32, if the stat remembers, if the stat is correct in my head, if I can remember. But they made 15. And if you give up 45 points to Duke, from the three-point line, you're probably never going to win. I thought there were a couple of positives for Syracuse. This has been just a lost season anyway. I mean, they lost to Colgate at home, gave up 100 points. They lost to Georgetown on the road. Georgetown has yet to win a Big East game as they prepare for UConn today. Syracuse basketball this year has just been a very, very, very difficult year. Horrible out of conference, mediocre in conference. But Benny Williams was pretty good last night, and he was a guy, who was versatile. Inside and out, was able to make some reverse layups. I thought he was actually okay on the defensive side of the floor here and there as well. But Syracuse is just not good in space on both ends. They're a little slow. They lack talent. They lack athleticism. And again, as I've said all year long, they have very nice players. Jim Boeheim, nice player. Jimmy Boeheim, Buddy Boeheim, really, really nice player. Can be great on nights and go off. Edwards, who's out, nice player. Benny Williams, a nice rising player. Torrance, who was hurt last night, a nice player. Cole Swider is a nice player. They don't have a lot of impactful over the top, take over the game kind of guys. In Duke, all they have is 5 first-rounders probably in this upcoming NBA draft in the starting lineup. So this was no surprise. I picked Syracuse to lose only by 9 just because I thought maybe the atmosphere and a little bit of rattling would take place, but it wasn't the case. How much do we trust Duke? Well, right now I trust them a lot. I think they're a Final Four contender. I think they're a national title contender. We'll see what happens here moving forward, but the key for them will be defense as well. Syracuse really didn't play a bad offensive game. It was just that the defensive side really wasn't there at all, and Duke couldn't miss in the early stages. They built a 25, 30-point lead. Duke's up by that many points, you're not going to come back. So all in all, just a blowout win for Duke. Super talented, super good group, Final Four contender, national championship contender. When the Duke Blue Devils come to town, it's like the Beatles of college basketball. It was so cool, though. The pregame ceremony, Coach K, congratulations to him, and the awards that were presented to him, the gifts that were presented to him, and him and Jim Boeheim, of course, had a couple of moments before the game as well. So that was really cool, a historic moment for those who came. 31,803 people came to the Carrier Dome, and oh, by the way, the students, well over 8,000, set a new attendance record in the history of SU basketball for students at a game. Pretty cool. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by our great friends over at Bowers & Company, CPAs, Brewer-Tenais Hardware, Rosie's Corner, and our terrific, terrific friends over at the Vince Segura Consulting Group. Become a better leader both personally and professionally at the Vince Segura Consulting Group. Log on today, sign up for some classes at vcgtransforms.com. That's vcgtransforms.com. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.